I graduated from Colombo campus in physics, and I was a demonstrator in Peradeniya University. After that, I was teaching in my old school for 1 year, and then I found I have been those days everybody, when they were students, somehow they associated with the left movement. So I was also one of them. When I saw that the left was going into a coalition government with SLFP and so on, I was a bit frustrated. I decided to go to UK and do something of my own. So I went there, and then I did engineering at University of London. After that, I started working there, and I was involved with the British politics throughout that period. Now, as soon as the war was over in 2009, I decided to take early retirement and come back to my country and start serving my country. And I came here, and 2009 onwards, for 3 years, I was working for a construction company. I was involved in the various development projects, mainly schools, hospitals, and court complexes, and some roads and bridges. So this is what I have been doing. And now, in the last year, I left my engineering career, and I am just doing very general things. I am doing some teaching here and there, and doing some visiting lectures at Jaffna University Engineering Faculty. So this is, I am also involved in various other political, social and other activities, and I find this is a very good period for expatriate Tamils to be here, because there's a great deal of opportunity to serve the country and your people. So I am enjoying this experience here very much. So this is briefly, I am teaching in some schools, voluntary teaching, one girls' schools and another mixed school where I was studying. So that is also, I am able to interact with the young people, and main thing I am trying to, the benefits I had in my life through education, I am trying to give it to others. That's basically what I am trying to do. And I am also involved in organizing the Jaffna Managers Forum, where we conduct various seminars. Actually, tomorrow we are having a seminar on the challenges facing the 13th Amendment and so on. So like that, we have actually done 130 seminars so far. And we also publish an annual journal called Voice for Change. We think that is what is needed, not only in the northern province, but also in the country. We need people's voice for change. Sri Lanka, in a very positive way, see, the war has been very devastating. So after the war, many good things have happened. I don't want to list so many things, but development is one of the key things. Now you can just see, last week for the first time in 25 years, we have got train service to Jaffna. To me, that is like a dream. Now you can travel in Jaffna. When I first came in the 80s and in the 2003, 4, 5, you can't actually ride a bicycle on the roads because it's full of potholes. Now you can actually ride a bike and ride a motorbike, go by car, go by bus comfortably. So I'm not saying it is all finished, but the progress is very impressive on the development side. But on the political side, I think we are very behind. We have a lot more things to do in addition to what they have already done. The election of the Northern Provincial Council is a positive thing, but there is ongoing conflict between the Northern Provincial Council and the government, which I think I largely blame the Northern Provincial Council for not capturing the opportunity and working closely with the government. But also I do blame the government in certain ways, because it requires two people to cooperate. Government should cooperate with the TNA. I'm not a TNA supporter, but they are the elected body, so government should cooperate with them, and the TNA also should cooperate with them, which I think is very lacking. On the TNA side, it is very disappointing that they are not taking this thing as a positive, in a positive way. And if you look at the news media in the northern province, it is also very negative, very old-fashioned, very inward-looking. instead of being part of the whole country and moving in unison with the rest of the country and entering into dialogue with our Sinhala brothers and sisters, they are looking, thinking and doing everything in an inward way, which is not very positive in my opinion. Definitely, person I can tell you doing what they are supposed to do. Now, what they are supposed to do is, what do you mean by what they are supposed to do? What I mean is that they are not doing what is in the interest of the people. They are playing politics at the expense of the people. Now, the district development meeting that took place, presided over by the president himself, and if I am the chief minister, I will never miss that meeting. These people put their own personal prestige and all those things before the people. So many things, they are complaining. So many things could have been sorted out in that meeting. So I think that, I hope and I think, but I am not 100% sure it will happen, but I hope they will rise up to the occasion and start working constructively with the government and everybody else concerned. And another thing is that we also need to relate to other provincial councils. We are all the 9 provincial councils. We shouldn't think that we are unique. Most of the problems we have, the people in the other provinces also have. Poverty, underdevelopment, unemployment, educational problems, transport, industrialization. Everything is common in all the 9 provinces. So we can't say that we are. Of course, we are in some ways a bit unique because of the war, but in many other ways we are just the same as the people who live in the other provinces and same as other provinces. So the only way we can move forward is by joining hands with the rest of the country on every aspect: education, employment, economy, industrialization, everything. So this is what I feel that the TNA is making a real blunder, in my opinion. I was expecting the chief minister, because he was a judge, Supreme Court judge, and therefore I thought he will go in the right direction. He started doing it in the right direction, and I was very, very happy, and I was welcoming him. I have met him and spoke to him several times, and he looked very positive. One day I met him with Professor Tisavidarana, and we were discussing, we were trying to explain to him the importance of taking part in the Parliamentary Select Committee, because we told them that the only way we can solve any national issues like the ethnic issue or the devolution of power is by getting the national consensus. There is no good just saying we want the sun and the moon. It has to be, we must get the mandate, island-wide mandate for a solution. So that means the Northern Provincial Council and the TNA must put forward realistic, pragmatic solutions outside of separation and all kinds of crazy ideas, which I think they have already given up, thankfully. So these are the areas we think that that Northern Provincial Council and the TNA should move forward. Now, for example, they make very silly speeches. I was surprised to say that Mahinda Rajapaksa, when he came, whenever he comes to Jaffna, he always starts and speak in Tamil for the first 5 minutes. After that, he reverts to Sinhala because his Tamil is not that fluent. But I think that is a positive thing. That that gives people love to hear him speak Tamil, especially when he makes mistake. That is even more interesting. School children the other day, when he went to the schools in the last visit, the children enjoyed the fact that he is struggling to speak in Tamil, struggling to express. So we must welcome. But what did the chief minister do? He was making fun of the fact that he was not speaking Tamil fluently. I mean, I can't speak even a word of Sinhalese, even a sentence of Sinhalese. So if I speak Sinhalese, if you start laughing, as a Sinhalese sister, you start laughing, that's not the right way to do. So in every way, the TNA is very negative. This is my total understanding of the situation here during my last 4 years. Of course, my view is not the same as the majority of the people here, because most of the people are swayed by emotional platform speeches during elections, and they vote like that. But I don't think like that. I don't get persuaded by this kind of speeches and so on. But they speak and speak and speak, but they do nothing. Now the time is not to talk but to do things. That's what I feel. The opportunity is there. They must grab it, and then they must deliver what people want. See, now if you look at the education in Jaffna, I have seen during the last 3 years, every year it is improving. Now when I first came, you won't find that many people schooling. And now in the morning you see everybody is in white dress, all the girls go in bicycles, buses and everything. The schools are all functioning in full. Examinations, they are doing well also in education. The results, if you look at the A-level results, O-level results, they are improving. And employment also is improving. Now you can see that we have got supermarkets. People are going and shopping in supermarkets for the first time in history. Now we got Cargills, branches everywhere. There are several other supermarkets. So you can go to one place, do all your shopping and go home. People who work in offices, they just don't have to go and buy one thing here, one thing there, one thing there. They just finish the work and then go and do shopping, and straight away they go home and cook their meals. And life is, in many ways, life is improving. Young people are able to see what they have never dreamt of. If you go to Cargills, they have got food court. Now I can see young girls and boys go and sit there. That's a new scene in Jaffna. Very new scene. In Colombo it's very common, but in Jaffna, 3 years ago you can never see it. This is it's a liberating experience for the young people. And the TNA and the traditional politicians, they are trying to pull back the chain. They don't like this power in the hands of the youth, which I like very much. I think youth must be youth is our future. This is our future. That I will give you this example. I teach in a girls' school. It's called Ramanathan College. In the for the girls who live in the hostel, there are 75 of them. 2 weeks ago, about 35 girls from a school in Anuradhapura came and stayed there for 3 days. And so I happened to be there. At the time, and the girls I teach, they say, sir, come and see what is happening. So when I went there, the Tamil girls and the Sinhalese girls are hugging and holding hands and laughing and everything, and only speaking in sign language and through smile and everything, because they can't speak Sinhalese and the Sinhalese girls can't speak Tamil. In spite of that, they are enjoying the company. And both sides told me, sir, this is a wonderful time. This is one of the happiest days in our school life. And so I said, that is very good, and I was also congratulating them. And then they said, sir, this is also one of the saddest days in our life, because we couldn't speak Sinhalese to our sisters and they couldn't speak Tamil. See the little bond, how quickly a bond can develop in south and north. That's why I think we should work on these lines, capture these experiences and multiply these experiences. Exchange of students from south to north, linking schools, twinning towns, which is a very European idea. Most of the cities in England are twinned with France or Switzerland or Holland. Like that, we should twin a village here, a village in the south, and have some historical relationship. Can be with Jaffna or something like that. And also schools. It's never been, nobody has thought of these ideas before, and I think now we have to look at these in these constructive, it's more imaginative ways of, this reconciliation. We can talk about reconciliation, but these are the real reconciliation. The future generation if you work with them, that will be very productive, I think. Fundamentally, at the lower level, you don't have any conflict. At the people level, if you take school children, they have nothing, no animosity, nothing. They will be just hugging and kissing each other, and there's nothing to for them. Everything is coming from up down, here as well as in the south. So that most of the diaspora, I don't like the term diaspora. I don't want to be part of the diaspora, because the diaspora has a very, very bad history. Tamil diaspora in Europe and America and Canada, they have got this. Most of them, 99% of them, went during the war under very difficult circumstances and under indoctrinated. They are an indoctrinated population from here. They have gone there, and also the LTTE was strong there, and they were under their clutches even there. So they have to free themselves. It will take some time. And secondly, they don't have factual information, because they are being fed by through information through various Tamil media, Tamil television, Tamil radio, which are all very best. So if you are bombarded with incorrect information, people will be acting on that basis. So you can't change the situation. So I think it is a very slow process. Now you can see gradually these so-called diaspora who are pro-LTT and so on. Now when after it is pouring now. One by one they are relating. So some of them come here and they see the change. They see there is a space. They see our child studying. They see getting employed. And they see change. And therefore, gradually they are also changing their views. But it's a long process. We shouldn't judge what we have to do because of them. We have to judge what to do here by honoring the people here and their needs, aspirations, and so on. And the thing is, now the journey from here to those countries is no longer that easy. That is a good thing. Then people will. The future is here. So let us do it here. Let us make life better here. So overall, I think the future, not only for the Tamils, but for reconciliation. I'm glad you asked me a question. That's a very important. The development that are taking place in the northern province, and I have every recent similar in other regions, are taking place also from down. If you have development programs in Hamakota, you must actually incorporate the people there. Consultation, not consult the people. But here that is a problem. Here is not enough ownership. So, and I think that is a new thing in Sri Lanka, in my opinion. And it's a paternalistic way we do things. We don't consult them. We think that they don't know anything, and we are the special rights. But this is in my. The world is moving in a direction. The world should also move in a direction. I say that the developments come. What I find is there is a lot of money being funded out of the loan get from internet or donor. Financially accountable fashion. There's a lot of money goes into cuts through corruption. And I do this because read the scope headed by Duna. He himself, corruption is right throughout this country. In the development program, unprecedented in the history of Lanka. After British built the railway, first time they spent nearly 20 million pounds to build the railway. So talking about big money and therefore waste of big. So that has to be made down. I am not in tune with reconciliation. Reconciliation in my requires several people, government, the council, single Tamil people, and Hindu and Christians. Everybody has to be a part in the reconciliation process. And I just want to say, one of the reconciliation very fast. Now, this is a very I just tell. Now, the moment what we have, Tamil students, they learn Hindu. Sinhala learn students, they only. It is very devised. Growing in centralized, compartmentalized. See, in Sri Lanka, is a general subject called moral studies, where every child, no matter whether they are Muslim or Christian, every child learns all religions. In Britain, is that. I went to school. He told me, know more about you, she said. He has learned all the religions. So, religion, then religion and love and friendship can very easily. Actually, we need to know about it, that we can live together. And likewise, Muslims. So, at all.